Testing, check, check. Mike. Mike's not here, man, but Dave is. Hey everybody, how you doing? Dash and Dave here again. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. Alright, got a new microphone hooked up to the GoPro, so hopefully that rattle's gone. I'm pretty sure that was an internal rattle, and from my research indicated there was an internal rattle in these GoPro 4s. Alright, Friday, October 21st, 2022, day 15 of the Accept More, Earn More program. We're back in egg, new front tires up front. Car drives completely different. It's a completely different car, you know, because I got some cushion and some tread. So, alright, so we're also trying out a new external microphone here on the GoPro. Hopefully the sound's going to be better, clearer, without rattles, yada yada yada, for all you good people watching me. Alright, so yesterday was kind of a different day in Speedwagon. I was at Panera getting my coffee in the morning and got a Doordash Chick-fil-A $3.75 order at the same time. Uber Eats rang in with a Starbucks $11 run, so of course I took that one. Then I paused the Doordash app and kind of doing the fumble finger with the keys, the coffee, and the phone in my hand, getting back into Speedwagon, and I accidentally ended my dash. You know, touched the bottom of the screen there. So then it was chasing the available hours as they came up. You know, originally I couldn't get on, and then I could, then I couldn't, and blah, 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 blah. So it was just an off day yesterday altogether. So it's Friday, the 15th. This is the middle of the month. Some people get paid, you know, on the 15th, so like to see a cater job, boys and girls. Yeah. So it's a beautiful day. It was 40 degrees this morning when we woke up. 2 days ago, we woke up to 20 degrees, record low. We're going to be 80 this afternoon and 85 on Sunday. You don't like the weather in Iowa? Wait 5 minutes. It'll change. So I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm probably just going to do my usual strategy. Try to stay on the duff zone here on Friday, hoping that Friday's going to be kind of a busier day. But, you know, with the Accept More, Earn More, and, you know, I get an order offer that's decent to get out into the West End, I'll have to go there, but then I can pause and then jump back over to the duff zone. So I think that's the strategy today versus the just Tony leading me around and following the money. And both of them work. But I think if today's going to be a busy day, and I'm hoping it is, stay in the duff zone where the real cash is. All right, first order of the day, tropical smoothie, 6 1/4, going quite a ways out West Ames. Normally, my old strategy was Speedwagon. I would not have taken that. However, with egg, like I said, I was already considering, regardless of the Accept More, Earn More program being activated here in my market, that something like this, it's $6.25. It's the first thing in the morning. We're not hopping yet. Put that $6 in my pocket. You know, so I was already planning on, you know, adjusting my strategy in Eggman versus in Speedwagon. And in a very small way, I'm kind of glad that the Accept More, Earn More is forcing me to do that, because I'm not going to be lazy and go, oh, I don't want to go all the way out to West Ames. And I've looked at it on the widget. 3rd floor, of course it is. We're walking stairs. I think that has an elevator, though. A hydraulic elevator. Takes twice as long as if I ran the stairs, but sometimes I'm a little lazy. So anyway, yeah. So, you know, like I said, I was planning on kind of mixing it up anyway with Eggman versus Speedwagon, and the Accept More, Earn More is fitting into that nicely. Do I hope the program sticks around? I don't know. Here's the thing that I can't do. Because of my market being tight and pretty balanced, as I've suggested it is, that I feel that it is, I just cannot tank my acceptance rating down below 50% to see if I can make the same amount of money, hourly rate and mileage rate, as if I'm 70% or above. I just can't do that. And, you know, the fear is that I wouldn't be able to make the same amount of money if the program's working as by design. And if I got down below that 50%, I'd have to super grind back up if I'm getting the $2 and $3 orders on a more regular basis, because I'm below 50%, you know. So I cannot make that experiment. I cannot do that experiment. And it's too bad that I can't, because I'd really like to know. But anyway, it is what it is. And like I said, so far, the accept more, earn more is not hurting as bad as I feared it would. And that's regardless whether I was driving speed or Eggman here. And like I said, my experience so far, it seems to be working as intended. I'm not seeing the great number of low tip and no tip orders like I did before the program was implemented. So it does appear to be working. All right, so I don't know how much I've mentioned this, but you might remember I set up that deal with the girls down at PCI, the haircutting college, and they just called. It was like the third time this week, and I think once last week. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but that has slowly been picking up, where they place the order at the Lincoln Way Starbucks, and a group of them go in. Like yesterday, it was a group of 7. You know, everybody got drinks and a couple of them got food, and so they're going to place the order through the app. And you know, I'm out here in West Ames. I'll get this Doordash delivered and then get back out to East Ames on Lincoln Way there where the Starbucks is. Be about perfect timing. I'll pause the Doordash app. So yeah, that little side deal Dave delivers with the girls at PCI, it's been slowly ramping up. I did the first 1 or 2 and then nothing for a couple weeks. And there was a couple times they called me when I was not out here in Ames. One of the days I just didn't work. I think that was a Saturday. And then one day, I think, I'm not sure why, but Speedwagon or Egg was down. But anyway, because this was before I had Eggman. So anyway, that's been slowly ramping up over the last 10 days or so, more frequently, and that's good. And they're tipping me well, and you know, it's just you know, me saving them a little money and me making a little bit of money, and it's working out great. All right, just got my PCI girls taken care of there. I was talking to Riley. I hadn't chatted with her before yet, and she goes, "God, we just love you." Because I guess what they would do before is, if someone didn't, you know, some of them order through Uber Eats, blah, 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 but some of them, a group of them would get together, place the order at the Starbucks here that I've been picking up at, which is different from the Uber Eats Starbucks, and then one of them, when they didn't have a client, would scoot up there real quick and get it. Now they don't have to do that, so they've just totally embraced this personal delivery service, Dave Delivers, that, you know, I started with them. And it started out a little slow with this new class, but because we had a graduation a couple months ago, so, you know, there's classes and all that. But anyway, so yeah, it's been slowly ramping up over the last 10 days, and it's good. It's good. I like it. All right, now this crumble cookie here for a measly $3.50, and I think that's just base pay, no tip on crumble cookie. We'll take a look at it when I get it delivered. Normally I wouldn't have taken something like that, especially in Speedwagon, but you know, with the accept more, earn more, I've got to take a few for the team, if you will. But it's going to a residence hall out in campus that I've been to 1,000 times. I can't go in, they've got to come out. Usually what I do when I'm about a minute away, I text them, hey, I'm about a minute away. They'll come out and meet me, you know, quick and easy, bang, bang. It's 10:30, so we're approaching the catering hours, if you will. And I'm not concerned about, quote, missing a cater because I'm on this run, because my theory, my philosophy, and the way that I know the things work for the catering, the large order program catering gig, is if there's one that's out there that's going to hit in the next 5 or 10 minutes or so, pretty much, in my belief, is my name is either on it or it's not. So, not concerned about taking this on that aspect of it. If there's a caterer out there today, my name's on it or it's not. So, it's one or the other. So, I'm not, you know. So, I'll put another $3.50 in the pocket. I'm delivering the ice cream that the previous dasher failed to drop off, so he took it, I guess. Go back, get her. So anyway, I'm delivering the ice cream. All right, then the other thing I haven't mentioned is I've kind of shut down Grubhub. And the main reason for that is when it's really busy during the noon hour, the lunch hour, all 3 apps singing in, it got to be a little much when I was trying to keep, you know, my senses, my bearings straight on this accept more, earn more. And so now the interesting thing about that is like I mentioned before, Grubhub, some of their orders definitely paid a little bit better than DoorDash. So the fact that I've taken Grubhub off the table for now, and I'm maintaining my dollar per hour and my dollar per mile metric and all that, it is a good sign that whether it's working or not, at least I'm treading water and maintaining. And like I said, the market, I think, is getting a little stronger and a little healthier as time goes by. And so, you know, it's real hard to pin down cause and effect on some of this stuff when you can't repeat the data that you're looking at, because the data changes every day. Okay, we're gonna call this my second triple play on DoorDash here, even though they didn't come in together. So I picked up the one from Panda Express, then they stacked on the Subway. I just got to my first delivery address, hadn't made the delivery yet, and they stacked on the Tropical Smoothie. So that's a three-peat. The Tropical Smoothie, 6 items, $6.50 plus. Total will be higher. The day is progressing really nicely. Okay, this is going out to a regular that I've had before out at the Barilla production facility we have here in town. They make pasta here, and I don't know if you saw it in the news, but someone's suing Barilla because I think one of their taglines is Italy's best pasta, but it's not made in Italy, so they're suing. Same thing with Texas Pete barbecue hot sauce. It's made in like in Illinois or Indiana. Somebody's suing them because it's not made in Texas. I'll channel Pedro here. Clowns, miserable little people that are filing these kind of lawsuits. Jeez, I mean, it's just... All right, this Taco Bell, 3.1 miles, $2.75, 11 items. I didn't look at it on the widget, but I'm sure that's like 10 sauce packets. Decline, absolutely. I haven't seen one of those for quite a while, and like I said, very few Wendy's now. Okay, with the exception of my very first run, I have not been any further than the east side of campus. And this delivery here takes me to just almost to campus, if you will, as the crow flies. And I want to stay in the duff zone, so I put it on pause. And, you know, I mean, it's the difference of 3/4 of a mile. And that's just the way I want to play it today. So we're going to scoot back over to where we get a little bit closer to like Tropical Smoothie, and we'll unpause. All right, that McDonald's order, I showed up and it wasn't on the screen, and she said, we're not seeing it. That's happened once or twice in my DoorDash career, I think here, and one time at Arby's or something like that. But anyway, so I called the customer. Ooh, I better accept that one. Called the customer and explained the situation. I said the best thing to do is, she did order it on the DoorDash app, and I said, cancel that order. If I unassign it, it's just going to get thrown back out in the cloud. And then I said, replace the order. Hopefully it'll go through that time. She said, okay. I said, please do this as fast as you can, because if I unassign it, it's just going to go to another dasher. I said, cancel it as soon as you can so I can get back to work. She goes, not a problem. I hung up. Literally 4 seconds later, it disappeared off my phone, and I got the text message that I got at least half for that $4.50 run. And the reason I took that $4.50 run is it's literally over here 2 blocks at another apartment complex. But now we've got this $6.75 from Chick-fil-A. So Alyssa, thank you very, very much for being very prompt in canceling that order. And of course, you know, it benefits her too. Get it canceled, then resubmit it. And you know, the GPS thing, maybe there's a solar flare going on or something like that. But anyway, so you know, there's glitches, shit happens. Don't, you know, let it ruffle your feathers too bad, and just move on. And again, in this case, Alyssa, bang, she was on it. All right, just, you know, got done talking to you there and got to the widget to see who I was delivering to. And this is a regular that I've been to before. This is a $6.75 plus. Unless I miss my guess, this is going to be close to a $9 payout. Xavier, he tips really, really well. It had been a while since I've done a run here to Xavier. I missed it by $1. $4 hidden tip, so $10.75. Thank you very much, Xavier. You know, he's one of those that gets it.
Many minutes later.
Then a complete cluster. I didn't get out of the Duff Zone in time. I was driving by it. I thought I was clear, but I was not. I mean, take a look at this. This is what I was saying. It's right. It's 1:45, 146. Taco Bell, 2 orders, $4 total payout. Right after that, Wendy's, 1 mile, $2.75. Then I missed a cabin coffee. So I think that miss is not going to count against me. Apparently, one of those X's replaced one of the other X's because I was at 73%. Now I'm showing 72%. So 2 of those X's might have taken the place of 2 other X's. Hey, that's good. And I should have hit pause when I was running up Duff, and I didn't. And this is exactly what I was talking about. This is the most super low, no tip orders that I've gotten from Wendy's and Taco Bell. I mean, they're literally back to back, and it's a rocking day, man. I mean, all the restaurants. It actually picked up at 1 o'clock. Usually it really picks up at noon and then starts to, feather off at 1. But it's just a rocking day. Every restaurant is just packed. When I went and picked up that pizza at Casey's, there was a pepperoni pizza coming out of the oven, and Trey was there working the oven today, and I said, "Hey, is that Troy's, Trey?" Troy was the customer, and he says, "No." He goes, "We're swamped. This is supposed to go in the warmer. I'm going to give this one to you." And I said, "Thank you very much, Trey." And Trey's actually left me some comments on the Dasher app, congratulating me for my service when he was a customer one time. So anyway, but a rocking day. Now, I'm only at $21 for the day in the first 5 hours, $21 per hour, and like $2.01 per mile metric, which is actually, and then the PCI girls, which is actually fantastic because it's only Doordash and the PCI girls, no Uber Eats today on my my daily total here. So, all right, so we're gonna have to hit pause. Where am I going on this one? Northwestern. Okay, that's good because that will take me just a little east and north of the campus town zone. So I'm still gonna pause it and then get over to the Freddy zone, we'll call it. So go to pause after this delivery, and then we'll do this Chick-fil-A. That miss on cabin coffee apparently did not go against me, and I did not get the second chance, so it went to somebody else. And that's good because it was $5 for 6 miles, and I was really wrestling with whether or not to take that or not since I just had that triple X, on the freaking Taco Bell and Wendy's, but I think it kind of worked out for me in the long run, so we'll just go with that. Sometimes that's all you can do is just say, we'll go with that. All right, so I get out to the Freddy zone there, and I'm literally right across the street from Freddy, heading the other direction. And the Taco John sings in. It's going all the way out to Billy Sunday, which is right on Highway 30. Take that as a sign, go home. The GPS isn't working. It says it doesn't appear that you're heading to your order. Yes, I am. There it is. It's working now. Okay, so I'll be right down there on Highway 30. That'll bring me to 115 for the day. Really only needed 100. I will have to work Saturday and Sunday, but we're right here at the slow period between 2 and 4, if you will. Things, when I drove by and got them $2.75 and then them two $2 orders from Taco Bell and Wendy's, that's a sign. And I'm in that area in the Duff Zone, and 72% is where I'm sitting right now in the first tier, and I got them because there's not enough to go around, yada yada yada, the algorithm and everything, and I was there in the proximity, so it is what it is. And perhaps if on that last delivery prior to that I'd head out to the Freddy zone, I'd be out there right now making some Freddy deliveries and walk and roll and all that. But anyway, it is what it is. But since I'm going to be all the way on the east end, since I'm going to be all the way on the southeast end, I'm just calling it for the day. We'll come out and do it again tomorrow. So yeah, there's a little bit of a cause and effect there from the Accept More, Earn More program. As far as I'm concerned, it's a full timer. Here we are in the 2 o'clock hour, and like I've said before, 2 to 4 can be the slow period. Uber Eats has just been slow, dead quiet today for some reason or another, and I didn't fire up Grubhub. That's cause and effect, Tony. A lot of times I'd grind through the 2 to 4 o'clock hour, and, you know, decline, take the good ones as they came, and, you know, filled it in with a little Grubhub and Uber Eats. And I'm going to have to start doing that a little bit more. You know, wintertime heating bills are coming, yada, yada, yada. But, you know, right now, this week, and I've done this several times here since the Accept More, Earn More, when 2 o'clock hits, I'm out of town. I cannot afford to be declining all those low tip and no tip orders, Tony, that hit between 2 and 4 p.m. And I can't be the only one thinking that way. All right, so done for the day, 5.5 hours. It was nothing but Doordash and my PCI Girls Dave Deliver personal run. Clocked in at $21.26 per hour, $1.95 per mile. That's good, that's good. But the PCI Girl pay, that $12 run that I had from Tropical Smoothie up to the medical complex, that was a part of that three-way play, if you will, that triple D play, that helped a lot, of course. So anyway, damn good day for effectively being only Doordash and no Uber Eats. And, you know, usually on a daily basis, I'd get an $8 Uber Eats or a $10 Uber Eats. Sometimes, like yesterday, man, I had a insomnia cookie delivery, a double on Uber Eats. That paid $18.50. Okay, that's a little on the high side, but, you know, Uber Eats, if I can sneak in anywhere from an $8 to an $11 Uber Eats in my Doordash run, you know, once or twice a day, that helps the bottom line. It's not there today, so this is all, you know, Doordash and Dave's Deliver, and a good day, a good day. It was kind of weird how I mentioned, I think earlier, that it kind of ramped up around 1 o'clock. So anyway, good day, good day. It's kind of hot out. I actually got the AC on. Wore pants today because it was too cold to go out in shorts this morning, but I think it's about it's 80 degrees, and it's 80 degrees on October 21st. All right, that's Iowa. Started the day at 73% acceptance rating, finished it at 72. Had that 3 declines in a row plus another one earlier, so there were a couple of them got, you know, rotated out and with accepts, and so I'm treading water at that 70%. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to be. All right, guys and gals, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you can take something from this video and put it to use for yourself. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and hope to see you next time.